There we go, Christ alive. Hello, friends and bees and friends who are also bees. Welcome to this week's Destiny 2 stream. This week, assuming my computer lets me, we are going to be continuing catching up on Season of the Lost. I got, I think, about halfway through the second week's quest line last week. I am also going to pick up the new exotic quest, possibly to work on it as we're going. I'm going to remain on my starting soon screen for a bit because I have a few things to do, but we'll be starting very soon. Okay. Pretend like OBS didn't crash there. Good thing I had as long as it only does that at the start of stream, it's fine. It's when it does that in the middle of stream that I get really annoyed. Right. Twitch. Chat only. There we go. Right. Let's swap over to the gameplay. Taking the initiative to keep my camera up here because I think it's the best place for it, I guess. We are going to hop in, I think, and I'm going to hope that things work. I'm also going to cheer up, oops, kick my entire desk because this desk chair has the same habit my old one did of sinking down slightly even though I put it on higher setting, which is quite annoying. I haven't put my fairy lights on today, and I'm too lazy to do it now. Right. There are mysteries in the Shattered Realm and Vanguard Booster. If we go to quests, need to do the Shattered Realm Forest of Echoes. I want to look at the latest seasonal challenges as well. Okay. Do things within the Shattered Realm. Get on it, Crucible, mods. Let's My hobby is having a computer that doesn't work in the slightest. Sorry, I'm sitting here waiting to see if it'll even out. Sit here and join the city for a bit. Purple ball. I do wonder if it's like if I've not had my computer on. I wonder if if I kept my computer on all day, if that would be better. Because I tend to turn it off unless I'm actively using it. Let's go do some things. I'm pretty certain I have not actually claimed my Twitch rewards, and I should probably do that soon.
Done.
What an interesting little old file. Hardly any encryption at all.
Too fucking noisy. Auto rifles, swords, silver weapons. I can probably do this.
Keep it loaded.
And then I do wish you could teleport to the helm directly from the city. It would just make life a little bit easier as well. Where's the new exotic quest? Steam probably says.
I just want to know who's in charge.
Okay. Speaking to Mara Solve is what we do. Nice. Okay. So we'll do that while we're on our way, I guess. While we're teleporting there, I want to check a thing super quickly. Which is that ghost scan is not working. It's alright, because nothing is. Cool. Whatever. Where's my face card? It's on the floor. Ouch, it is not where face belong. Landed on the floor again. Oh well.
Coro's been avoiding me. That's for the best.
I've got like the feeling that I might have a nosebleed anytime soon, and I'm very unhappy about it. Go through here. Hi. I may not speak to you. I definitely have the season pass. I guess I can't. I can just zoom in on you really close and slightly spookily. Okay. In that case, never mind. We will pick up some bounties. Okay. Habits, avoid abilities, burns, combatants, kinetic weapons, and special ammo. Okay. Next question is unstoppable and overload. Okay. Keep this layout then. Whoops. And hop in. Forgot that this was the solo version, not the match-made version, which means it's going to take me the next hour, but that's okay. My hubris, I was like, oh, I can close Twitch shut on my phone, not use up all my battery. No, I think it. Okay, bear with me. I'm gonna sit here for a bit. See if I can start behaving. That's for clicking the right thing.
Your trespass beyond the veil brings you closer to victory. Both mine and yours.
Yeah, but I don't like going into the Ascendant Realm. It's a pain in the ass. If I seem to suddenly stop and stare at my computer with my mouth open like an idiot, it's because spooky. Oh, that's the it's EDZ. Well, that's cool. It's because I'm waiting to see if things on my computer will be less shit. I have to say, I'm not a fan of all these noises. But I wasn't using my normal exotic bow. I'm very good at hits. Ah, nice. Need something there. Can't remember what the can't remember what thing I got. Okay. Right.
The telemetry you're sending from the compass looks good. There should be a beacon nearby.
Fuck this. Extremely and with prejudice. Fuck this.
The beacon is aligned. Get ready for an attack.
Seems like I use it. Heavy ammo, making everything better since forever. Alright, come on, cross. Because I'm fucking everywhere. Wow. Why is that forward flying? That feels like it shouldn't be allowed. shield. That is not unhelpful. Reactivated lane lines. Let's do old technology. Also, I got some things. Soon going up that way. Given that that's the way I haven't gone yet. I needn't have used it, but I got scared. Oops. Try that. And that's one of those barriers, I guess, that I can get a thing to deal with later. Where am I going? Not that way. Because that's the church that I just went to. Time for some jump puzzles. Okay, like that. I assume it is this way. Yep, I see. That's just a light. Oh. Okay. God, this desk is fucking wobbly. Normally I would help by supporting it against the wall, but because of don't know what I just did, but short-cutted maybe? I just got a new thing. Okay. I guess now I have to keep jump puzzling. probably being very stupid, and I may well look this up in a minute. Or nothing. Okay. Sheltered forest. Flowers. No, I don't want that. I want actual guide, please. Path to your left will lead you to the next beacon. Follow the dim lights. I wanted to check got many weapons. $13.10 weapon already. Nice. Gross. This is really unhelpful. What's the platforms to other buildings that are taking guarding presence at path to your left will lead you to the next beacon. Follow the dim lights. Shiny things around here that I haven't looked at. Still the old church. Classic passage. Okay, so this is not the way to go. TIL. Speaking on the other side of the map directly across from the church. Backtrack to the message. Facing north, you want to face south when I can tell which ways are north and south. I mentioned last time, it will take me a while, but that's okay. We have fun, even if we're incredibly lost. Platforms that lead to a ruined building. Ah, it's over there. No fucking clue how to get there, but we'll try. What do I need it for? Like, what's around here that I can get to? Or is it just so that I can get back in? Why does it leave me out here then? Leap into certain death. Control. Okay, I guess it's just actually you can't get out of this way type warning thingy. This is the way that I came from, isn't it?
beacon infest
Okay.
every corner of the ascendant plane I've seen. Like the tent of
feet
some
can't
great
sleep.
fungus.
Also, I was
Ever
going
spreading.
entirely the wrong way. Which is fun to get. But... Okay. Up. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, no, trust issues. You know what? Chill, I'm being nosy. This way. Axe. There's a barrier, which means that there's a barrier breach nearby. Oh, come on. Properly get slowed as I fall down there. I need to investigate. So, there's a thing I can't use that. There is another barrier. Here is not a barrier breach to be found. In that case,
Beacon aligned. They'll have felt that. Be ready.
I probably shouldn't use my super first thing, but it's like I've got it, so why not? My sword. good name, that is. Blighted Valley, I just noticed it. Right. Oh, Blighting. Hit back process and it being a good name. Piece of trash or I'm here for something. Which is super forward, not close. I need something that filtered rather than it's drawn. Overload that I need. There we go. Nice. Lights clock, hard clock. Cool. What I'd really like is a barrier breach, please. That would be just so incredibly sexy right now. Means I have to sort of chain some tree sites and some anti-barriers. I made a mistake, this is not where to go. The problem with this flickering is that it is nigh impossible to see a fucking thing. Nice. Ow! Oh, nice. Where am I being shot from? whatever. No, I'm not worrying about that right now. What's that? Okay, apparently I am worrying about that right now. Hang on, this feels very familiar. Some thingamajig up there. Presumably why I've been sent this way. Keep accidentally opening okay. Overload sword. I'm going to swap this out for the overload sword. So that I can grab. This auto rifle. Work out how the hell to get back where I came from. Right. Right. Go, I guess.
The final beacon is alive. I'm detecting severe paracausal emanations in your vicinity. Get ready.
Oh my god, this is really obnoxious. Run out here. Not what I want to do. I want to do over here. I'd love to get frozen before I can jump over.
Guardian.
again, isn't it?
We couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah. That's what they mean by free the Techium, right?
Feel the radiance of the beacons permeating through the Ascendant Plane. You have persevered in realms where others have failed time and again.
There's more work to be done.
Still, any measure of progress is to be appreciated, is it not?
Hello, Miyoto. I hope you're doing well. I apologise. I'm having some technical difficulties, as I so often am, which is distracting me a bit. But sometimes that's just how it be. Right. Back to the helm it is. Every day I suffer from not wanting to spend money to fix my computer when I'm pretty certain the problem is a graphics card, which will be difficult to get and expensive. Thank you for the follow, it is very appreciated. I didn't realise I full moved my pardon me. Moved my notification thing in, didn't realise it would cover my face. Oh well, it's fine. And grab tree site. And then go seek to Saturn. Thing. Click into the right window if I can. You, give me the exotic quest. Hooks up Mara. I'm guessing I probably have to be on week 5 for that, which I don't really want.
I knew you'd be back. I'm so glad we get to talk. You and that charming little ghost of yours, you're not like the rest. You're not afraid of my words. Words are just thoughts given shape. Ideas emerging into the physical world, birthed by a mouth. Not good or evil. Not light or dark, or this or that. And you understand, don't you? Despite the excruciatingly binary worldview of those around you. You don't have to say it. We've all heard it before. The line between light and dark is so very thin. As if you were incapable of lifting your eyes from a scroll of chalk on the ground. The traveler in the light near one foot, your old enemies and the darkness at the other. Let me tell you a secret. If you ever want to see what's been watching you since the very beginning, just stand on that line and look up.
But like, so I use stasis. The canon element for my warlock really should be void, but I just prefer stasis so much more as like mechanically that's what I use. And given what stasis is where it came from, surely all stasis users sort of by default do stand on that line. It's It's my
We
thinking.
awoken were born of light and dark. Our perspective on the universe is a complex one. The light is not inherently good, as your warlords of the Dark Age so clearly demonstrated. In spite of Zavala's preconceptions, darkness is not inherently evil. Some among you already discovered this on Europa.
I think they're just
In my
weapons.
travels, I have seen true evil. It is the worm gods that the Hive serve. It is the Black Fleet, waiting to strike. It is the entity that commands them all. The voice in the darkness. These creatures are not evil because they wield darkness. They are evil because, like Sanathun and Zivu Araf, they are cruel, hateful things with no regard for the lives of others. Some might say that includes me as well. I will let history be the judge of my guilt. Before that judgment is cast, I will see my Techians returned. Perhaps with them I can save us all.
I, like, the way she put that just then is more or less exactly how I am starting to feel that both the powers of light, Iris, the three good elements, and the powers of darkness, both of them, they're just weapons, and people are good, or things are good or evil based on their morality. Like, the way I see it, at least, is that there is nothing. I don't see. Oh, I got an email. Okay. I don't see the Traveler necessarily being like, I've given you power, and now you are going to be a hero and always going to be good. It's. I mean, we've had proof, like Marisol just said. We've had proof of this, that morality is not attached to the abilities one has, or they're not the same. Just the fact that apparently how the darkness had some hand in the fact that I use stasis. Does that somehow negate, say, I don't know, your guardians' help in the last 2 seasons? My brain just stopped for a second there. Does that mean that somehow we weren't actually useful in ending the Endless Night, given that I spent a lot of that time using stasis? Anyway. You're greeted with some insight into the nature of light and dark from your working perspective. Marisol tells you that not all light bearers are fundamentally good, just the darkness is not fundamentally evil. She points to the warlords of the Dark Ages and your experiences on Europa to provide evidence for this. Mara's voice grows grim. She tells you she's seen what true evil is, an entity, a voice in the darkness that commands the Black Fleet. She explained that this entity is not evil because of its connection to the darkness, but because of the acts of malice it takes part in. She leaves you again with the task of finding and rescuing her lost Techians. With them, perhaps Marisol can save us all. Okay. What am I doing now? Form an astral alignment within the blind realm using your Wayfinder's compass. Stitch equipped. I don't. Okay. I do have some new weapons, I think. Amanda Holliday finished welding the new fluid catch to the underside of the ether tanks with a satisfied grunt. She wiggled her way backwards into the corridor and bumped into the legs of the massive Elixir who was crouched behind her. Mithrax, she scolded, pulling off her welding helmet. Amanda, Mithrax replied. You are unexpected, but welcome. You're improving our ether tanks? I flew a fresh fluid catch on there, yeah, Amanda shrugged as she ran back to her tools. It's nothing you can do by yourselves, but I was passing by. Mithrax gazed across the Bookshire district for a moment. I find that unlikely, said Ryder. Amanda laughed. Come on now. You know what they say about gift horses. Mithrax cocked his head. Forget it, she said. So how have you been doing down here since the human and Vex attacks have ceased? We've been well, Amanda said, standing to his full height as he pulled Amanda to his feet. With the endless night lifted, the resources are more plentiful. I see your people and mine moving forward together. Yeah, it's nice, Amanda agreed. Things are happening now I wouldn't have dreamed of a few months ago. The other day I saw a group of Elixir at the bazaar picking out ghost shells. Mithrax's laugh was a deep rumble. Yes, the empty shells are quite beautiful. Would you introduce me to your ghost, Amanda? I would enjoy meeting them. Oh, sorry, Amanda chuckled. She put 2 fingers to her wrist. Still got a pulse. No ghost for me. Mithrax sparked. You're not a light bearer? Nope, she said. Just a regular person. Mithrax thought for a moment. To aid as you do without the gift of the light, he said, bringing a clawed hand to his chest and bowing. There's much my people could learn from you. Amanda shifted from one foot to the other and scratched at her neck. Afraid I ain't much of a teacher, she said quietly. Mithrax smiled. I find that unlikely. Ah, the slithering dark is cold against my face. I cannot speak, I cannot breathe. I reach for Sagira, but then I remember. I form a fist, but feel nothing. I'm bound, and as I thrash, the images cut fissures through my mind. Someone, the awoken prince, helps me to my feet, but still I struggle in the dark, and now she is standing, thanking him. But she uses my voice. She has stolen my form, my voice, but someone will see my failure and cast her out. They must. A glimmer of sunlight. How long has it been? Zavala looks at me, at her, considers her words poison cloaked in wisdom. I cry out, he must know. Zavala, listen, you know me, you know not to. The smell of night flowers. I am walking, she is walking through a moonlit garden, and there is Ikora, speaking, laughing, and nodding. Look, Ikora, look at me, don't you see it? Pay attention, I taught you better than this. A woman, an exo, sits before me and sways, eyes vacant, but inside she is thinking as well. Now her voice, her true voice, humming, a jar of sound, and the exo sways faster and faster. I hear his voice and push to the surface. Saint, no, I scream, but there is no sound. He looks into her eyes, he smiles, he reaches for me, but it is not me, Saint, that is not me, please. I am weeping, but I cannot weep. I am nothing, and the heat and hate, and the sickness and shame. Trust me, I hear my voice say, and I drown again. Holy This kills much. It's like the reason my phone keeps buzzing is because I joined a I joined a Discord which really, this is the one that I'm after. This is the one that I'm going to be looking for. I'm sorry, I joined a Discord which tracks some of the achievement fates and boss fates in Final Fantasy XIV, and that is what I have spent all my time doing. Okay. We're off to the Dreaming City we go. There's Petra doing her funky thing. We've got the Overload and Unstoppable. Cool. No anti-barrier auto rifle for me, but that's okay. I'll just click on this thing. What could go wrong?
Your compass was made in a distributary to guide those who departed. If Zivul Roth were to control it, nothing would stop her army from flooding the city.
This is where I grow awfully quiet from paying attention to the thing.
We need to replace the batteries for the Blindwell's regulators. They're dense with paracausal energy, so it'll take teamwork to get them installed.
Shouldn't be too difficult. How heavy could they be?
Very is the answer. Stop pushing me around.
As soon as we get access to those batteries, start hauling. Take turns if you have to.
Maybe it is the plan. That's okay. going to die, but that's okay. Sometimes that's just how it goes.
Carrying those batteries felt empowering.
You didn't do
The
anything.
radiation they emit is largely unstudied. I wouldn't hold them for too long.
Thanks, Sakura.
The Taken are mounting another attack. Push them back before they get entrenched, Guardian.
Does this ever end?
Okay.
Do Guardians really spend all their time going from one fight to the next?
That's the job, Crow. Most of the Vanguard leadership has been at it for centuries.
No wonder Saladin is so jaded.
The strongest Taken yield their essences. Retrieve them to close the rifts.
Ah, I see. Food. My ability to pay attention. Okay, I do have the essence. I like this taking effect that you get. And something like this. Wheel.
You can carry a lot of weight, Petra. I'm impressed. impressed.
I've had no choice. For years, the Dreaming City rested on my shoulders.
Petra is incredibly buff and cool.
I sense a scorn closing in. Retrieve your compass and prepare for battle.
Oh, critics, revenge. That read. In a way, it's extremely rude. Cool. Now I can just run around looking for them.
Petra, I heard you used to be a Corsair. That's like what? The elite Awoken Special Forces?
Yes, before I became part of the Queen's Guard.
Ah, that means now you mainly guard the Queen?
It means anyone who threatens Queen Mara or the Reef will have to deal with me.
Makes sense. I don't plan on doing either of those things, so I should be fine.
Very sensible of you. I can never help but read that as Atom with this, is it? Desi, yeah? Why are you worse? Stop being worse. Very annoying. Okay, what do we do? Travel. it easy. There it is. Apparently, a bunch of these here. I imagine it will tell me I don't have to collect them, but I will anyway. Primarily because of who I am as a person. Let's look at what bright dust we've got. Me dancing around my room. If you say Nemean, they should be line related somehow. It's my personal opinion. There we go. I'm not sure. So I'm just going to go with it that spirit takes me. Another forest of echoes. Big. You know, I'd rather not, but whatever. I think there are others in others, more anchors in other zones. I'm gonna do is hide over here for a second while I take a look at this. Check my memoir. Ascendant anchors. Okay, cool. Not 13 out of 20 bloody rankles. Right. Do you like that? Some people have hobbies, I have ammunition. Okay, okay. Right. Need to go there and that to go here. Because back into the Ascendant Realm is for me. Much to my annoyance. You know, sometimes you're just like, I am a homosexual. That's just how it is. It's the same thing but with different colours. Don't mind me just messing around with shaders for a bit. Okay, never mind. No more messages at this time. Ingrams. Can't forward anything. I'm pretty close. Today is hot into the Shattered Forest. Hopefully when I've completed this I'll be able to pick up the exotic quest. My god, I just realised I'm looking at the chat log and being like, what's with those weird numbers? It's crossplay, of course it is. I'm not just playing with Steam people anymore. So I'm gonna have to start coming up with good onomatopoeic names when I'm no longer catching up, you know? Fuck.
Journey forth, Guardian, and be bold.
Overload and unstoppable. Just not really what I have. It's good. Maybe I'll get less lost this time. It's the same. Hopefully we'll get less lost. Because it's the same map that I was in last time. Fuck. Huh, I should pull it off. God, that's unlikely. That's the way that I go later, so never mind. Shooting me? Right, that's the way to go. So I'm going to go not that way. I would like an anti-barrier thing, please. What I'm doing or where I'm going. So back down this way it is. Maybe these will activate. I'm done with the start, maybe.
Beacon ahead. Be cautious.
Yep, why not? I can see it. Okay, well that's my educated guess, is that actually I can't do anything while this is normal land, so...
I'm detecting beacon alignment, but there are enemies closing on your position.
Am I sure as shit? Ah. shots on it. Nice. Five wizards gather for a ritual trail to shrine. Now can I do thing? Okay, how on earth am I meant to get up there when I'm slowed? This, I see. I'm not going to try and cheat it, I'll do it the sensible way. Like a sensible person, not someone shiftily.
By their presence. See that the orb they stole is returned to the mausoleum beneath the cathedral.
Mausoleum beneath the cathedral. Where's the barrier I should be breaching? having some fun with screen flickering. Right, fix now.
This mausoleum is a memorial to a Techian, Mallory, the first wayfinder to traverse this ley line.
Oh, shit, lad. Stop flickering. Not down for this.
Mallory was brilliant. Star burning in the blackness of space. A beacon for others. Aspirational. But it was her insatiable curiosity that took her life when she ventured into the black garden of wishes and never returned.
Speaking of insatiable curiosity. You're at the bit which really does require you to pay attention and not die to falling off the edge because you have a limited time in which you can see the platforms. Well, sucks to be you. Statue. A place that looks like an orb should be put in it. Oh, I see. I see. Never mind. I see even more. Okay, never mind, I do have to true sight that. Cool. That's area around here. I might be able to explore this church now. God. Oh, fuck. Oh dear. Back to functional. That requires safe passage. I was able to do that successfully, which is nice. I'm going to look over there just in case there's anything. I can't remember if there is. And then I will go back to the tree and go the way I'm supposed to, I promise. I have to be nosy, you know? It's in my blood. Nice. Oh, come on. Nice. So, this is just another way around. Ow. Whoops. Work out what to do with that. Yeah. Later.
I wonder if the Scorn's presence here has anything to do with Callus's horrific experiments aboard the Glycon.
Eyes emerging. Shortcut as an idea may be correct. Possibly. Some I can't access yet. It appears that shortcut Isanochi was correct. Okay.
The beacon is alive. Get ready for an attack.
Yeah, it's starting to hurt, which is very annoying. Be a rough thought, but my loss in hearing earlier, or late last year, earlier this year, it was because of my ear infection. And my mum went, no, you've never had an ear infection, it would hurt her. beginning to wonder if perhaps the problem is not that, but the fact that I was like, well, I don't know what the correct amount of hurt is, so yeah, it probably doesn't hurt. I'm probably fine. What time it is? It's weapon time. Ow. I sure stunned the champion by dying. Lights corrupt. Red cliffs. Wait. I want to go that way. His ass. How on earth am I meant to do that then? Ah. whole bunch of taking them to the back where I can. Also, also a tree site that I've already done. So less fussed about. I really just like to get home. So does this, just this tree site, which is the problem. Which it is nigh impossible to do. Give it another go, and not bother. Hang out here. I'm doing a Google, so bear with me. Never mind. I can't find the answer, so I'm going to worry about that in my own time. And maybe that's the sort of thing that I need to change with something else, so perhaps, like, using safe passage with it would help or something along those lines.
Taken infestations, spreading like a cancer through the ley lines. These need to be cleared.
Something that requires safe passage is what it is. So never mind.
Of this corruption is at hand. Find it and destroy it.
Okay then. Lovely.
Wells once served as springs of ascendant energy, used by Artekians to sculpt structures such as this. Now they are barren parodies of their once noble purpose. One day, perhaps, they will shine again.
Clearly, cover. See. Where this barrier that I meant to breach is. Oh, there we go. Yep. Screen flicker at the worst possible moment. I'm getting out of here. I'm aligning with these beacons. Being done with it. that thing that gave me so much trouble for so long. Right. Do you have to take that teleport? Two things. Nope, doing one thing. I'm aligning the beacons.
The final beacon is aligned. I'm detecting severe paracausal emanations in your vicinity. Get ready.
Stop it. Did I say witch or bitch there? Oh, I think I am. So, nothing new. Quite frankly. turns out saying you stop that
It's
worked.
done. The beacons are in alignment, and Xivu Arath's forces are in retreat. Let's bring our lost sister home.
Hi.
How did these tech witches come to be lost in the Ascendant Plane?
They were my escorts, ferrying me home from the far-off reaches. Xivu Arath found us in transit.
The far-off reaches of where? How did Xivu find you? Do you not have more witches?
You ask too many questions.
Yes, it is how I understand things. And I am owed answers.
Then I hope you'll soon become accustomed to mystery.
I do like it as a, yes, that's how I work things out, like, valid, you know? Okay. Headed back to the helm. About phone noises there. May not have done what I planned to, but there we go. Oops. That. For fucking sure, and also some. Right. Right. Safe passage, there we go. What am I doing? Speak to Petra. Okay.
Osiris was like family to me.
You've never even met him.
I know. Just let me speak to Sabathun, please.
No. I won't give that witch another chance to dig her claws into you.
Maybe she's right, Crow.
You know I am. Sabathun is already in your head. You're a liability to the mission.
Why do you have such a problem with me, Petra? 5 minutes, that's all I'm asking.
The Queen of the Reef forbids it.
Well, I don't take commands from the Queen of the Reef.
Sabathun unraveled the Dreaming City with a single wish. I've spent years trying to contain that mistake. Better men than you died because of it.
To my ear, it sounds like you're the liability.
Don't
Maybe your queen's trust in you was misplaced.
say things like that.
A knife against a hunter? I'd be more careful who you pick fights.
Another step, and my Corsairs will have to prepare you a second grave.
Save it for the Hive, both of you. This isn't getting us anywhere.
Good old Flint.
Thank you. We could all probably use a minute to cool off.
Oh, okay. They sure did all just completely disappear there.
You can't stop the inevitable. No one can, though Petra Venge seems perfectly willing to try. I've always sympathized with Crow, you know. All the kind words I shared with him as Osiris were sincere. I know what it's like to be an exile. To be hated for things outside of your control. It would be better for Crow if we talked. I want to explain why I did what I did. I want him to know that my affection is true. Because the less he knows, the more vulnerable he is. Doomed to be strung along by false promises from supposed benefactors. But then again, I'm the one trapped in the crystal prison. What do I know?
Say, my approach with Sabathine thus far has been listen but don't trust. And I think that's the way that I'm going to keep treating her. Not least because it's... Hey, that's definitely... definitely a thing. Triangle, pyramid.
Venge thinks I'm vulnerable, and I'm supposed to just take a seat? Like I was the only one fooled by Savathun wearing Osiris' skin? You'd known him far longer than I thought I had, but I don't see her forbidding you from speaking to her. Because it's not about me. It's about who I was, isn't it? Every time the Vanguard tells me that things will get better, I thank them, as if it's a privilege not to be beaten to death. Our past lives aren't supposed to matter. I'm beginning to wonder why I'm the only Guardian being judged by mine.
God, I feel so bad for Crow.
No more apologies. No more creeping around on eggshells. I deserve an audience with Savathun. I deserve to know how much of what she told me as Osiris was a lie. I deserve answers.
Crow is fuming after being barred from speaking with Savathun by Petra Venge. Venge thinks I'm vulnerable and I'm supposed to just take a seat, he asks. He looks to you, pointing out that other people knew Osiris longer than he had, including yourself. He tells you he is tired of being held accountable for the actions of the person he used to be. Our past lives aren't supposed to matter, he says. Crow takes a moment and nods to himself. He tells you he deserves answers and he isn't going to wait around for someone else to give him permission. I really cannot blame him. And he's perfectly right, like... He is not Aldrin Sov, he's Crow, it's a different person, same body.
I don't need to be Marasov to see into your mind, Guardian. You think I'm making a mistake. You think I barred Crow out of pettiness. I won't say I didn't recommend it, but it was the Queen's order, for his own safety. I see Prince Aldrin's arrogance in him, his desire to please. He's vulnerable. Aldrin and your Crow are echoes of each other. Surely you can see that. They share kindred weaknesses. Savathun will exploit them again if we let her.
Is my worry,
But with
though.
Mara back, I can finally see the end approaching. It's been a long time coming. There are still Techians in need of your strength. I wish I could fill their place, but this must be how things are. I'm here if you need me.
Petra Vange knows why you come to speak with her and explains that she hasn't barred Crow out of pettiness or hatred. She is following Queen Marasov's orders. However, she does express her concerns about Crow. She says that he shares many qualities with the late Aldrin self that she sees as red flags. Savathun will exploit them again if we let her, she warns. Petra hopes you understand the Queen's position and her own concerns. She says there are still lost Techians that require your assistance, and would like you to turn your thoughts to them instead of this small disagreement. Man, I have mixed feelings about this. I'm trying to remember, he was, in Forsaken, he was being manipulated by Savathun, wasn't he? It was either Savathun or it was Riven who was, I believe, under Savathun's orders. So he does have, like, precedent for having fallen victim to this sort of thing before, but, like, I feel like not being open with him is the worst option. I feel like it would be better for Petra to say that to him is, I know you're not the same person, but I can see echoes of the personality. The person you were in the past has fallen victim to this, and I'm worried that current you will as well, not least because he hasn't necessarily, like, learnt the mistakes of Aldrin and got murdered for them, but still. I don't know.
Each ascendant beacon you reawaken reclaims a road once lost to me, broadens my sight, but my realm still aches. Savathun has done so much to destroy everything my people worked for. She stole my brother from me, twisted his mind, and delivered him to his executioners. Then she had the audacity to steal him from the Traveler, manipulate him, and lead him back home. It is strange, having him here. And yet not. Crow is a wounded bird, flinching away from me, so much like Aldrin, but lost without a guiding hand. Do you understand why I forbade him from Savathun? This reunion is such cruel kindness. I will find a way to repay her for it. And you will continue to bring me the Techians I need to do so.
Don't know. I'd have to think much more on it to think what I would do if I was in that position. Not even necessarily in the position of, like, with all the magic elements, just the literal position of older sibling fell ill, disappeared, whatever. Younger sibling was manipulated. Younger sibling also died, disappeared, whatever. Reunion, but younger sibling doesn't recognize, remember older sibling. And I don't know, older sibling is torn because it's, I'm saying this AU that I'm putting together, dangerous to remind him, I don't know. Ow. It's, an intriguing situation. While Marasov is pleased to see so much of her ascendant territory being reclaimed, she cannot rid herself of the stain that Savathun has left on the Dreaming City. Its people, her brother. It is strange having him here, and yet not, she says. For a moment you feel a thankful presence as your mind as she tells you that Crow, much like Aldrin, will be lost without guidance. She trusts you understand, then, why she forbade him from speaking with Savathun. Mara promises to repay Savathun's cruel kindness once you've rescued each of the lost Techians. I do feel like whoever's in the right, keeping him in the dark is definitely wrong, you know? But, what do I know? I'm gonna go see, now that part 4 has opened. What's the name of the gun? I'd love to look it up, but computer is misbehaving. I see. I have to have done tracing the stars first before I can unlock it. Okie doke. Cool. Well, in that case, this one, I guess. Going to head back up here and decide. Where on earth do I seasonal lost radio located from around? How am I meant to access the other places? That's my question. Duress 3. Shari shifted on a wooden operating table. Why must she be the first? She probed the jelly-like substance smeared across the forehead as Elder Kali entered the room. Don't touch that, it's antiseptic, and a binding agent, Kali said, placing a sizable blue crystal-adorned mask next to an assortment of scalpels, hooks, and erosion stencils on her back table. Each tool was etched with a ceremonial iconography and freshly sharpened. Normally it takes years to become an adept on manhunt rings, but the Queen's Wrath believes time is short. If you survive, the Yote's augments will exploit your training and enhance your abilities. Kali turned away to work a mortar and pestle. You will need to learn to focus under duress. Remove your mind from this place. Sink into the cosmic, project out from yourself. There is no pain, no flesh, no nose. Shari gripped the sides of the operating table and pressed her back flat until no air existed between her and the surface beneath, until she felt herself a part of it. She told herself to ignore the grinding of the pestle and thought about how Petra had taught her to use the physical as a transitionary conduit to the Ascendant. Drink this, Kali ordered, handing Shari a small cup of Queen's tea. Shari opened her eyes and released her grip as her meditation broke. Yes, elder sister, give me a moment to focus, please, she pleaded, hastily gulping down her tea. You think my voice is sharper than this knife? Kali asked, lifting the scalpel from the back table. Duress, you must push through this if you are to survive. Be strong or you will die. This is your final test. Shari drank quickly and pressed herself to the table once more. She focused on her fingertips and the feel of the handwork wood. The grain formed diminutive pathways from the nails to trace, tiny patterns hidden away within the enormity that surrounded them, only revealed by shrinking one's perspective. She let herself drift. Kali threaded the thin metal edge directly through to the bone of Shari's skull. A line of physicians opened a wave of red, searing penetration through the layers, overwhelming electrified senses. They gave way to a calming sting in the discordant fire of nerves, a pattern, texture, the split between what was and what could be. In her mind's eye, Shari saw the ley lines unfurl like budding petals of a living blossom, nebular like plumes of pollen. She let herself slip away into the pain of her flesh, was only one of many choices below her. Like that. I wish there was a way to organise these so I could have them in like the order so that I could put these legacy ones right at the end because I'm not going to use them. Okay, it is 10 minutes early, but I think this is a good place to end things. So, I am going to say thank you very much for watching. It is very much appreciated, and I do hope that you enjoyed. I will be streaming Higurashi When They Cry, Miyotsukushi Emote, this Saturday, where we're going to be gunning for the good ending and possibly the bad endings, depending on how long it takes. Then on Sunday, it will be Nier Replicant, where we are going to be finishing off Route C and attacking the castle one last time. Then on Sunday, that was Sunday, next Tuesday will be Final Fantasy XIV, where I'm going to finish catching my ult up on the main story and start working on the side story stuff. And then next Thursday will be more Destiny 2, where I'm going to finish week 4 and do week 5 of the story, and then I'll finally be caught up on Season of the Lost. So, thank you very much for watching, it is very much appreciated. Do have a wonderful evening and be excellent to each other, and I shall see you guys on Saturday.